Now, Omicron has been spreading rapidly in South Korea, with figures more than doubling over the past week. Authorities say that the country may see this variant become the dominant strain here in just a matter of days.
And with the strain making its presence known, South Korea may once again confirm close to 4,000 new cases on Tuesday morning. For more on this COVID-related updates, here in the studio is our Kim Yeon-seung with us. Good morning, Yeon-seung.
Good morning.
So Yeon-seung, like always, let's start with the infections today. What are health authorities most concerned about?
Well, Omicron is the latest concern. Omicron cases have more than doubled in the past week. Health authorities combed out almost 2,700 new Omicron cases in just a week, which made up around 27% of the sampled domestic cases. It's quite a steep jump up, considering that Omicron cases jumped from 1.8% in the fourth week of December to 12.5% in just 2 weeks, and now it's at 27%. The health minister said Monday that Korea Disease Control Prevention Agency's analytical model shows that Omicron will become the dominant strain by this weekend.
And how is this affecting the overall domestic tally of new infections?
Well, with Omicron fueling the spread, unfortunately, domestic cases seem like they're softly bouncing back. Infections seem to slow down towards the end of last month, but now South Korea reported 3,334 new infections by Monday 9 p.m. That's 10 cases fewer than the same time Sunday, but more than 600 higher than the on-week report. The Tuesday official tally may border close to 4,000. Officials on Monday judged South Korea and its capital region to be at moderate risk of COVID, with more ICU beds available and less pressure on medical capacity.
So what about in other places, Yeon-seung? Is Omicron also driving the infection rate up in other countries as well?
Well, yes and no, because countries are seeing different responses to Omicron. Japan, for example, saw a recent resurgence in Omicron cases. They've reported 21,000 cases on Monday evening, the highest log since August last year. It's also the first time they've reported more than 20,000 cases on a Monday, when fewer cases are generally reported due to the lower test load over the weekend. The country is currently looking to put Tokyo and 10 other prefectures under a quasi-state of emergency, which would limit business hours and alcohol servings. The U.S., on the other hand, have seen around 800,000 daily cases for 4 days straight. It is still up there, but the latest trend does show a relatively dampened infection trend of the virus in the country. But hospitalizations still remain high. More than 155,000 people have been hospitalized due to COVID-19 as of Sunday local time. The UK, on the other hand, is showing a drastically different end to Omicron. They're looking like they've already surpassed the peak of infections. The country's daily cases recently dropped to 70,000, the lowest since mid-December, and it's actually less than a third of their peak figures, which stood around 220,000. Officials there are now looking to ease some of their COVID curbs.
Okay, that's good to hear in the United Kingdom. But let's talk about vaccinations and treatments. Any new developments on those fronts?
Well, I do have some good news on the vaccination and the treatment fronts. Starting off with vaccinations, Moderna is aiming to market a single shot that will protect against both COVID-19 and the flu within 2 years. If this happens by 2023, people will need only a single booster every winter to prevent against COVID-19 and the flu without the hassle of getting 2 to 3 shots annually for these circulating diseases. As for treatment, Paxlovid has so far brought good news. Health authorities said Monday that 39 people in South Korea have been treated with Pfizer's oral treatment, Paxlovid, since its rollout, and none of them have reported any side effects, with most of their conditions actually looking to improve. Israel, which took the lead in the use of Paxlovid, also reported somewhat optimistic results and said Monday that 92% of the pill's recipients showed improvement in 3 days. Unfortunately, 6% had to stop mid-treatment due to side effects.
All right, Yeon-seung, as always, thank you so much for your report. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.